welcome back to my channel where today's video is my June plan with me for my bullet journal. Today's video has been inspired by both amandarachless and plinthced's May bullet journal spreads and their fairy tale themes. I loved Amanda's idea for her May spread. I thought it was so cute and kind of nostalgic. I loved her classic colours with the gold and the green and the red and the browns, but I kind of emulated plinthced's colour scheme in these few spreads today. I really liked their use of pastels and the kind of colour scheme that came out from it. So today I'll be using a lot of light greens, pinks, yellows, purples, some blue and brown I guess as well. Right now I'm just using probably my most used piece of stationery ever, which is the tombow fudenosuke hard tip brush pen. I actually love all fudenosuke pens. I love the soft tip and the coloured ones, but the hard tip is probably the easiest to use, and so I use it the most just because it's so versatile with drawing and writing. And now I'm just starting the colouring in process, so I'm using a mix of some zebra pen mildliners, some crayon supertips, and the browns that I'm using are just some really affordable brush pens from Typo. I just start my months with my calendar spread on the left. I keep them usually pretty simple. Sometimes I'll try and do something a little bit interesting. Maybe next month I'll show you. And on the left, it became a habit a few years ago now when I first started journaling. I saw someone do something like it, but it's evolved into what I call a happy list or a smiley list or something along those lines, where once a day I have to write down something that made me happy or made me smile or was just positive in its nature. It's been a really great mental exercise and it keeps me seeing things a little bit more positively. Video, I decided to continue the theme on for the first week of June. Usually in my bullet journals I like to mix it up week to week. It just means I get to doodle every week and get a bit more creative with it, but I really liked this theme, so I decided to use it a little bit longer for the next week as well. I'm using that kind of fancy first letter of that storybook style for the numbers of the week on the left, and then just continuing on with, you know, that mushroom flower garden vibe with the rest of the spread. A few months ago now I figured out this spread layout that really worked for me during the times that I'm studying or I'm at uni. Learned it from my friend actually, who does a much simpler version of bullet journaling, and I think Amanda might have done something like this a while ago too, where you split your events and your tasks up. So on the left I usually just fill in any events or, you know, things that are happening during the week, maybe some major tasks that are happening, but because a lot of the tasks that I do for uni kind of overlap day to day and they're never really assigned to a single day, I find it really useful and really productive having a big master list for the whole week. which usually goes on the right here. And that's why my weekly spreads are kind of boring. There's a lot of empty space because I've learnt that I need to be a little bit more practical with my journal sometimes. So yeah, that's why they're a bit more empty. And here's a final span of the 3, I guess maybe 4 spreads, or 4 pages, sorry. I'm sorry this voiceover hasn't been that great. I kind of just did it in one take. I didn't really plan it or anything. But yeah, I hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks again to Amanda and plinthced for being so creative and letting me kind of get inspiration from their spreads. And thanks for watching.